Abe on. Time. Record. Good afternoon from the Box Bar Mini Stadium in Brikama, wherever you might be getting our voices and signals. You're most welcome and welcome to the theater. It is the last dance of the GFF Men's Division 2. And the class at the Box Bar is between Colley Stars and AJ Soccer. Colley Stars currently on second with 59 points, whilst AJ Soccer on 12 with 38. And of course, Colley Stars will hope to get a victory and expect Carnifing is to drop points against Wagadu at the Serekunda East Mini Stadium. Could this be the first goal? That was definitely very close coming from Ansumana Baji. But Ansumana failed to hit the back of the goal post. And of course, that was an early scare for head coach Musa Colley and his boys. And the score is currently 0-0 in case you're just joining us from the Box Bar Mini Stadium in this lively and magnificent showdown. Colley Stars with a win and a defeat for Carnifing East. Colley Stars will be crowned champions and a victory for Carnifing East. And results elsewhere, they wouldn't mind. They will be crowned champions and champions of 2025-26 GFF Men's Division 2. And of course, it's a huge battle at the Box Bar Mini Stadium and also at the Serekunda East Mini Stadium. And we also having 9 games across 9 different venues in today's GFF Men's Division 2. And currently, Colley Stars, under the guidance of Boya and Pate, started the game with Hassan Gomez in goal, Bamoudou Jame and Sumana Baje, Musa Nyase, Malik Sise, Ibu Jata, Yusufa Mane, Bakari Sanyang, Lamin Koli, Idris Anjay and Matar Sise leads the line and completes the 11 for the boys dressed in white shorts, red shorts and white socks, playing from our right to left. From our commentary cabin on the Jara base side, AJ Soccer under Musa Colley and Buba Sise. Starting this game with Abdullah Job in goal, Ibrahima Kujabi, Buba Jajo, Suleiman Tamba, Lamin Jata, Suleiman Dukanda, Sekou Jame, Abubakar Sane, the star player for the side, Mohamed Conte, Suaibu Kamara and Sirifo Mane completes the 11. And of course, head coach Musa Colley has only made a change to the last 11 that drew 3-all against North Star at the Soma Mini Stadium, and the side is already back at the Box Bar Mini Stadium, and the game is also live on LSTV at the cabin. Parliament Fatih Alasan, and of course Kemo Kanye behind camera operations is Osman and the team. Until then, we will definitely get a quick rundown in some of the build-ups as far as this game is concerned. Cross comes into the gloves of the shotstopper Abdullah Job. Kemo, welcome to the Box Bar Mini Stadium. Of course, Coronation Day either at the Box Bar Mini Stadium or Serekunda East Mini Stadium.
Yes, one of these venues I will today witness the coronation of the winners of this year's GFL Men's Division 2, and then it has to be Colley Stars or Carnifing East, who are currently battling it out here at the Box Bar Mini Stadium and of course at the Serekunda East. But it is a final day for the GFF Men's Division 2. Of course, one of the most interesting final days of this particular competition, because Colley Stars, knowing that with a win here and then Carnifing East with dropping a point there, of course they will be crowned champions, while Carnifing East, if they are able to win whichever the results may be in other grounds here, they will also be crowned champions here. So but it is going to be a very difficult showdown. Already we have seen Colley Stars coming very close in the early part of the game. As the game was began, we have seen them coming very close. I mean, if Ansumana had led the ball to his running players, then one would say Colley Stars will now be leading here by a lone goal 2-0. But nonetheless, it is one of the most interesting end of the season for this GFF Main Division 2, and then this time Colley Stars and Carnifing East have found themselves at the center of that particular controversy or that particular interesting showdown. So it has to be either Colley Stars to be crowned champions or Carnifing East in another ground there. But they had to do it against AJ Suka and of course Wagadu side. Remember, both of these sides here are not safe. Wagadu there in the Serekunda East are not safe. They can be relegated if they are beaten by Carnifing East, and then while AJ Suka as well they can be beaten and then still make their way to the or maintain their position in the GFF Main Division 2. But it is going to be a very difficult game between these two sides here, because both sides that are playing against the top two are not safe, and then they wouldn't want to be easily beaten and then getting themselves into the trouble of maintaining their position in the GFF Main Division 2 next season. So it is going to be a very tough test between these two sides here. Colley Stars will find it very difficult against AJ Soka here, while their fellow contenders as well, Carnifing East, will find it very difficult against Wagadu side at the Serekunda East Mini Stadium.
Either the Serekunda East Mini Stadium or Boxbar Mini Stadium will coronate one of these two sides. Canifing is Colley Stars, and currently from the Boxbar is Colley Stars nil, AJ Soccer nil, and Colley Stars trying to unlock this solid defense, and Suleiman Dukanda picking it up to the star player Abubakar Sane. Abubakar has been bundled up the ball, and central referee Moduba has already handed an opportunity to AJ Soccer. Abubakar Sane currently down, and he has been the mosaic catching player for this AJ Soccer side. And the player currently on loan, the medical team already on the pitch to give support. And just as I said earlier, at the Caribbean Parliament Fati, Kemo Kanya, Lassan Bar. Lassan, of course, from the Boxbar Mini Stadium. And of course, these two sides are all hoping to snatch maximum points. But of course, the side that needed it the most is Colley Stars, who with a win here will definitely love. Canifing is to drop points, and they will be crowned champions of the 2025-26 edition of the main division.
Thank you very much. But well, it's definitely not going to be easy for both the two sides because this is a game that both the two sides definitely need it. And more neededly, I would definitely say is Kohli Stars that when they win this game, as you said earlier on, if Carnifing East happens to drop points, they are going to be crowned the champions of the GFF Second Division League, which I definitely know is one of their most biggest agenda when they were to begin this league. And they have been the leaders of the league in past games. All of a sudden that Carnifing East have to come over them. And today is the final game of the GFF Second Division League, which a game that definitely a win for them and a loss for or a draw for Carnifing is can definitely make them the crown champions of the this league. And looking at AJ Shoka, they are also preparing for a final, and also they will definitely want to end this year's second division league with a win. That would also help them and give them a lot of motivation in ahead of the final that they are going to play. That is the FA Cup final. So it's definitely going to be a very very tense one, and as you can see at the moment, Kohli Stars are definitely trying to use every piece, every opportunity here that they can to definitely unlock the defense line for AJ Soccer as far it is very very strong, and then and also they are also trying to give some other attacking force and from their top front here. Anyway, it's going to be a tense one.
Anyway, it's going to be, we have seen a glimpse of that from the Boxbar Mini Stadium. And Colley Stars nil, AJ Soccer nil. AJ dressed in white and blue shorts, white shorts and blue socks, whilst Colley Stars in red shorts, white shorts, and of course white shorts. And of course both sides are trying to be as cautious as possible. And now Ibu Jata to Lamin Colley, one of the enterprising players for Colley Stars, trying to use his pace against his marker, being tracked down by Ibrahim Kujabi. And finally it's a corner to Colley Stars. And of course fantastic run and delivery coming from Lamin Colley, one of the youngsters for the side. 27 on his back, and Colley Stars it from a corner from the Democracy end of the Boxbar Mini Stadium. The side plays from the police line and towards the Democracy end. AJ Soccer playing from the Democracy end towards the police line. Boxbar Mini Stadium. Both sides hoping to snatch maximum points, and Canifing East will hope to snatch all points against Wagadu at the Serekunda East Mini Stadium, and they wouldn't mind results coming elsewhere. They will be crowned champions, whilst Colley Stars hoping to snatch maximum points and expect Canifing East to drop and to be crowned champion. Lamin Colley behind the ball. Cross comes in, partly dealt with by AJ Soccer, and AJ in trying to drive the ball forward through Buba Jaju, and Buba scored one of the goals in the nail-biting 3-3 draw against North Star at the Soma Mini Stadium in the last game. And Buba has been the most experienced player for the side. Mane, who is currently leading the line, also scored in the 3-3 draw alongside Buba Jaju. Buba gets it forward to Suleiman Tamba, operates on the right side or left side of the defense. Central referee had nothing to it. Now Matar Sise will drive the ball forward for Colley Stars, looking for the support of the advancing players, but Lamin Colley arrived late. Keeper Abdullah Job have been handled. Lamin Colley and Moduba that should have been a caution for him. But anyway, the central referee has already given a word before Lamin Colley walking away. Both sides trying to be as cautious as possible. If they don't score, they wouldn't love to concede. Suleiman Tamba on the left for AJ Soccer. And currently the game is live on LSTV1. And of course, we are only on YouTube. Of course, we had some issues with our Facebook. And of course, you can watch this game live on our YouTube channel from the Box Bar Mini Stadium. And we'll also have some concentration on some of the games that are currently underway simultaneously. Currently, Kanifing is Wagadu at the Serekunda East Mini Stadium. Colley Stars AJ Soccer at the Box Bar in Brikama. Swokono Marimo at the Soma Mini Stadium. Sibanur United against Myanmar Banjul at the late Osman Saho Football in Gambia Armed Forces. Dimfi Sports Complex in Faraba. North Star Balosar is currently underway in Kerjata, whilst Kunjuri United Uni Global at the Nyam Stadium. Elite at the in Basuri, and Hassan Gomez, team captain and shot stopper for Colley Stars. Already the flag of the assistant referee has already gone up. Kemo, it has been a lively and great beginning, but I think both sides are trying to be as cautious defensively, not to concede if they don't get the breakthrough.
Yes, that is the fight here because AG Soka, knowing that they are not fully safe to maintain their position in the second division next season, so they wouldn't want to concede the early goal here. So their opponents here who needed this particular game very well, that is the Colley Stars side, and then that was a great recovery from Cisse. Otherwise, AG Soka would have now taken the lead into the game. So they will also be very cautious in a defensive setup in trying to making sure that they to prevent their opponents from opening the score against them, because knowing that when they concede the goal, it might end their dream of GFF. And for them and for Colley Stars and Cardiff East, it's not about making division spot to division next season. That has already been secured. So it is about celebrating the trophy, and then this is one of the games that they will rely on today. And then I believe Colley Stars, if they are able to win this, and then Cardiff drops any point there, it is going to be the coronation will of course be held at the Brikama Box Mini Stadium here. But I mean, within this particular game here, it's already a tense affair game, and then already teams are very much cautious in trying to defend. They are also doing that, and as much as they are defending, they will also want to have the first goal here, and that would have also been an opener here for the Colley Stars side, but came very close through Sanyang Bakari, but he squandered that opportunity for his side. And then it continues here, and then we have earlier seen that of the AG Soka coming very close to opening the scoreline there, but Cisse was well aware of the position of his goalkeeper Malik, and then he was there to recover for his side and then clear the ball away for his side not to concede the early goal here. And then recently we have also seen Bakari Sanya coming very close for the Colley Stars end here, and then they will and then this time it has also been squandered here. Earlier on, we have seen after the start of the game, in the first minute of the game, we have seen them coming very close as well through their left fullback rather, that is Ansumana, who came very close, and then but he tries to power the ball there by himself. Otherwise, if he had played the ball to the running players inside the box, that would have already give Colley Stars the lead into the game. But it still remains nil between these two sides here. Already a hard-fought affair between the two.
Thank you very much, Kimo Kanyi. In case you're just joining us, you are reminded that this is coming to you live from the Box Mini Stadium. It is the last dance of the 2025-26 GFF Men's Division 2. Matar Cisse has been penalized by the flag of the assistant referee for an offside. In case you're just joining us, Colley Stars under Boya and Pate as Gafa, starting with Hassan Gomez in goal, Modu Jame and Sumana Baji, Musa Nyasi, Malik Cisse, Ibu Jata, Yusufa Mane, Bakari Sanyang, Lamin Colley, Idris Sanjay, and Matar Cisse completes the 11 for Colley Stars, whilst AJ Soccer having Abdullah Ibrahim Kujabi, Buba Jaju, Suleiman Tamba, Modlamin Jata, Suleiman Dukanda, Sekou Jame, Abubakar Bukara, and Sirifo Mane completes the 11, and currently the leading goal scorers, who has already scored 9 league goals, 2 FF Cup goals, of course, in total, and all. Whilst the leading goal scorer for Colley Stars is Bakari Sanyang, who is of course joint top scorer for the club alongside Bubakar. Now, Makujabi could not connect to any of the players, and Sirifo Mane, who is currently leading the line, could not connect to that. And the shot stopper Hassan Gomez will solely use the chance to deliver it up front. It has been a magnificent and great contest from the Box Mini Stadium between these two sides. Colley Stars currently on second, just a point below Kanifing East, who are also playing at home to Wagadu at the Serekunda East Mini Stadium. The winner in this contest, Colley Stars will love to snatch it and expect Carnifing East to draw points or to drop points to be crowned champions, and already the ground is already set in Brikama and also at the Serekunda East Mini Stadium for the coronation. Ibu Jata trying to connect the run of Pamudu. And I think, listen, these two sides, you know, both sides are very much aware of what is exactly AJ Soccer wouldn't love to drop maximum points, because we believe just a point for them in this contest will confirm them to play in the second division next season. Whilst wouldn't love to get a draw, they will definitely love to get that much. Reconnect the run of Matar. That was, of course, a brilliant opportunity for Colley Stars to find the back of the net, and that would have been a blunder from the shortstop Abdullah.
Sure. So lucky that was missed by the forward of Colley Stars, and of course that was a big blunder from the substopper of AJ Shoka. And I think they should be very much cautious in what is definitely happening in this game. And at the moment, both teams are definitely hungry for goal scoring, letting their backline open wide. That already both sides have get that opportunity of scoring a goal, but yet to see any. They have already squandered it all. But Colley Stars are today coming up with a different ambition, and also looking at the Colley Stars side today. Last game when Babukar Fati gets his red card and couldn't play this game here today, facing AJ Soccer, a midfield that Buba Sane is playing without getting one of your best midfielder would definitely affect them. And this is one of the two things why AJ Soccer are trying to use that midfield of a Colley Stars today to play their football. And of course, you could see how many passes they are making successfully in that midfield area there. If Buba Fati was there, he would have definitely helped his side, that is Colley Stars, in trying to control or stabilize the midfield for them. But anyways, these are sides that are today playing for different ambition here. Colley Stars are playing for winning the title, winning the league, while AJ Shoka are trying to fight to be comfortably in coming back next season, play the same level, not wanting to relegate any. However, the results will be today. So these two sides definitely they all have a lot of tax ahead of them, but at the moment I think Colley Stars have the bigger tax, because AJ Soccer probably they might even stay in the league even when they lose. But looking at Colley Stars, the only chance that they have is when they win and Carnifing East happens to draw points. So that's that they have a lot of tax here. So it's not going to be easy here, Pafati.
Thank you very much, Alasan. Earlier on, Kemo Kanyi. Now Colley Stars on the drive, laying that ball on the far side, and Bamodu Jame could not keep that ball in play. That's a fantastic delivery coming from the loanee Idris Sanjay, who is currently on loan from BST Galaxy. Joined the team in the second round of matches in the second division. The score is 0-0. Carnifing is currently on top of the table with 60 points. Colley Stars on second with 59. Balosar, who has already secured a spot in the playoffs. And of course, Carnifing East and Colley Stars will be playing in the fourth division next season. Balosar has already confirmed their position in the playoffs. Menmar Banjul on fourth with 51. Elite United fifth with 49. North Star 6 with 49. Sibanor 7 with 48 points. RS Talinding sits 8 with 47 points. Gambia Armed Forces on 9 with 44 points. Walidan 10 with 44. Unique Global 11 with 40. AJ Soccer 12 with 38 points. Wagadu 13 with 37. Serekunda United into the gloves of the goalkeeper. And already there's a clash between Lamin Colley and the shortstopper Abdullah Job. And the central referee Moduba has already given the advantage. And the goalkeeper seems to be down. It's already 0-0. 13 on the table is Wagadu on 37 points. Serekunda United 14 with 37 points. Suwokona 15 with 37. 5 points, and Serekunda FC, who are already relegated, on 18th with 29 points. And currently Carnifing is against and Brikama Suwokona Marimo at the Soma Mini Stadium. And as per the reports we are receiving, as in Suwokona has already taken the lead against Marimo at the Soma Mini Stadium. And we will constantly monitor situations elsewhere, as Sibano United and Menmar Banjul are currently logging horns at the Osman Saho football field. Gambia North Star, Balosar, Kerjata, Serekunda United Walidan in Stadium in Gunjur, while Elite United and Tallinn it out in Basori. The score at the box bar is 0-0. Abdullah Job to Ibrahima Kujabi, the central midfielder. Abubakar Sane, who has now moved to the right side and try to receive the ball from the central defenders. Now Suleiman Tamba will drive it forward for the Soma base side, not for too long. AJ Soka regained possession swiftly. It has been a busy technical area for head coach Musa Colley. And already Wagadu has already taken the lead against Kanifing East at the Serekunda East Mini Stadium. Interesting scoreline. And Colley Stars with a victory here will be crowned champions of 2025-26. Wagadu 1, Serekunda or Kanifing East 0. And of course, Kemo, that is an interesting scoreline.
Yes, very well. This is what the faithful of Colley Stars would want to hear, and then currently it is working very well for them because Wagadu, knowing that they are not safe, they must win their game for them to be sort of they are stay in the second division next season. So for them, taking a lead at the at Serekunda East against Kanifing East, there is a very very big result for them and also a great scoreline for them. Not only for them, but for the entire league and more especially for the Colley Stars side here, who are currently on a 0-0 scoreline here. If they are able to take the lead here, of course, they will be on the verge of clinching the trophy here. But let's see, the game is far from over here and there as well. So any of the sides there can win, and any of the sides here as well can win this particular contest.
Interesting scoreline for the Serekunda East Mini Stadium. It's 0-0 at the Box Bar Mini Stadium. AJ Soka 0, Colley Stars 0, Wagadu 1, Kanifing East 0 at this. We will constantly monitor situations. AJ Soccer, 3 players currently behind the ball. Who is going to take it? Is that going to be Abubakar? Delivery coming from the team captain and crash on the wall before Colley Stars at their line. Suleiman Dukanda to the stopper Abdullah Job, who is currently between the stakes for the Soma base club. Suleiman Dukanda, the midfielder who joined the club on loan from the top division side. This is Abubakar Sane, the leading goal scorer for the side. And Bubakar could not control that ball decently. And Ibu Jata was able to arrive swiftly to get that ball off. That was, of course, another scare for Colley Stars this time around.
Sure, that was definitely another scare. But the tactic that Musa Colley is playing here is definitely very difficult to stop. And this is why they have been creating chances upon chances. When you look at Babukar Sane, Lingard, they call him, he is always part of those players that will start up the build-up, and then within few minutes you will definitely see him lonely and at the top front there. And of course, this is one of the 2 things why he is definitely doing it fantastically in the top front, also trying to create chances. Earlier on, it was a rescue of the defense line that arrived, but he have already beaten Asan, the netminder for Colley Stars here. But interesting news is happening for Colley Stars here. When they are already aware that Kanifing is dropping points, they will definitely want to fight this to their life, that they have to win this game here. But also, if Wagadu also happens to win this game also, they will definitely keep it tight for other teams that are already in the relegation zone there. So it's already interesting. But I think direct football is played more of Colley Stars than that of AJ Shoka. When you look at them, their pattern of football is always trying to control the ball, playing 1-2, starting it from the netminder to the last man there. And this is one of the reasons why they are always difficult to start. Everybody is already alert. Everybody is ready to receive the ball any angle the passing is. And of course, they always play the ball and also want to dominate the game. And you will score them, but stopping them from scoring you is always a lot of tax. If you look at their games this year, they have scored, I can say, almost every of their game, and they do concede. That's their problem. Their back line is always ready for conceding goals, but their forward also is always ready for scoring. So I think Colley Stars need to capitalize from that angle, let them score, and then stop them from this time from them not scoring. Here, Pafad.
Thank you very much, Alas and Kemo. Interestingly, with a point for Colley Stars here and a defeat for Kanifing East, Colley Stars will still be crowned champions because they have a superior goal difference to Kanifing East.
Yes, very well. Currently, is a good news for them, but nonetheless, the game is still very much alive for their opponents as well to, or their contenders as well to change the dynamics of the games that they are currently taking in. So, playing against this AJ Soccer side, I believe Colley Stars here. What will be more of a guarantee to them is to try to at least score a goal here and then taking the lead into the game. With that, they will be sure of making their way to be celebrated as champions of the CS GFF Main Division 2, but without which will be a very, very difficult game for them as the game proceeds, because AJ Soccer will know that yes, any time from now we can also make our way and then try to make difference in the game. So if that had been the case, then it is going to be a very, very difficult chase for them. But for now, I mean, they are currently on the verge of being celebrated as the winners of the CSGFF Women's Men's rather Division 2 College Stars. But as for now, as the results stand, but as for now, they will be hoping that the result in coming from the Serconda is at their favor, and then they will also be working to making sure that they make their way here, and then trying to making sure they win this particular game so that they can be sort of be crowned champions of this year's GFF main Division 2. But it is not going to be an easy end of the season here, because there is a lot of time to be played in the first half, and as well the entire second half there is also to be played. So the current results as well cannot determine the winner of the league as of now. But currently, College Stars are on the verge of being celebrated here as the champions.
Thank you very much, Akimo. It is getting more and more interesting from the Box Bar Mini Stadium, Serekunda East Mini Stadium, across different venues. As currently we're having 9 matches across 9 different venues. One at the Box Bar, the other at the Serekunda East Mini Stadium, Soma, Late Osman Saho Football Field, Farabakir Jata, Bakau, Nyamina Mini Stadium, and Basuri, hosting the second division matches in the last and final dance of the 2025-26 edition. The right back and team captain floats that. Modlamin Jata is a header, not a good one from Ibrahim Kujabi. He seems to be disappointed with that header. Central referee has already pointed for a goal kick. Head by Buba Sise on the technical area for AJ Soccer. Boy and Party on the technical area for Colley Stars. And a victory for Colley Stars and a defeat for Canifing East will confirm Colley Stars the champions. A point for Colley Stars, a defeat for Canifing East. Still defeat for Colley Stars, a victory for Canifing East will get Canifing East. And a victory for Canifing East. Maintain the crown to Canifing East. That was, of course, as a pressure from the central defender Malik Sise, and Malik could not connect to that, and AJ Soccer will solely benefit from that. Sekou Jame, 45, the flag of the assistant referee has already gone up. In case you're just joining us, central referee is Moduba. Seth Ngalan is one of the assistants alongside Manik Marong, and Jibusar is the 4th assistant referee. Referee assessor Sidi Mane from the Box Bar Mini Stadium. It has been a lively and entertaining beginning, but both sides failing to hit the back of the net. And of course, interestingly, Alassane, we believe a goal here will definitely change the dynamics. A goal for Colley Stars will put a lot of pressure on AJ Soccer to possibly come forward in search for the equalizer. Equally, if AJ Soccer is able to hit the back of the net, this will of course put a lot of pressure on Colley Stars in search for the equalizer.
Sure, no team is here that's definitely ready to concede, only to score. Both the teams have definitely a lot of tasks ahead of them. Colley Stars are fighting to be the crowned the champions of this second division league this year, and while AJ Soccer are definitely fighting it utmost best to end their season with a win, and of course get themselves more prepared for the FA Cup final here. So no team is definitely ready for losing. No team is definitely ready to losing any point here, and more especially Colley Stars already been aware that Canifing East have already dropping points. Winning here or even getting a point here can definitely lead them to be crowned the champions here in this Brikama Boxbar Mini Stadium here. So they must be prepared for everything here. Let them just not concede, and also if they cannot go home with the maximum points, if anything is to lose, let them at least get their points, and then also now you will see the goals difference that will definitely happen here in the different. But you could definitely see Colley Stars are getting prepared of some of their players here, and you can see Mane is warming up already. Fatih is also warming up, and with another player. So you will definitely see they are already ready for this. Maybe they will let AJ Soccer, their plan for today is let AJ Soccer get the possession of the ball, as long as we understand that this is a team that when you are playing against them, they will be the ones to dominate the ball possession. Give them the ball and then let us capitalize from the little chances we are going to have, and then we score from those ones. Already they have missed two of their chances. Come in the second half when they do some other substitutions, they might score. Always when they miss a chance, it always reminds me of their one of the best strikers, Babukar Suso. Like, you know that when he missed one, he will score you the other ones, and since that he missed playing for them, it's already affecting them, because he's one of he's their first choice in the starting as the striking position, and of course he have been doing amazingly well in that striking position, scoring goals and goals for them. So AJ Soccer should be very very much cautious of that, because Colley Stars is a team that is already good for scoring, and you will definitely know this is one of the reasons why even when they get 1 point here and anything happen to lose, they will be crowned the champions here, because they have good number of goals margin between them and anything is perfect.
Thank you very much, Alasan. In case you just joining us, you are reminded that it is all coming to you live from the Box Bar Mini Stadium and also other games across different venues in the Gambia. It is the last and final games of the second division in male football. Abubakar Sane for AJ Soccer trying to drive forward. Currently being to Suleiman Dukanda, who drops deep for now Bamodu Jam of Suwaibu Kamara. Colley Stars nil, AJ Soccer nil is the current score. Colley Stars on 15, just a point behind Carnifing East, whilst AJ Soccer on 12 with 38 points. A point will entirely save them. Suwaibu Kamara with a decent cross. Musa Nyasi heading it out to Ibu Jata. Jata Ibu has been one of the phenomenal players for Colley Stars, getting it short. Of course, the supporters of Colley Stars are definitely under pressure. Ansumana Baji to Lamin Colley. Lamin having key of its players behind the ball. And I catching youngster for Colley Stars. Lifts it forward to Bakari Sanya. Suleiman heading it down to Sekou Jame. And Sekou around the center circle. To Modlamin Jata, the team captain. Operates on the right side of the defense. Central referee has already given that. That's an infringement. And that's going to be a yellow card. Central referee not very far. Moduba has already dashed out a yellow. Midfielder Idris Njai after that tackle on the right back and Jata. And Jata Modlamin is operating on the right side of the defense. And of course doing a lot of runs for AJ Soccer. Busy on the technical area, Musa Iko. Also very much busy, as he is very much aware that a victory here and a defeat for Carnifing East is going to crown him the champion. Already one of his ambitions or objectives is to get to the top division, and that has been attained already alongside Carnifing East. And the two confirmed clubs that will be playing in the top division next season is Carnifing East and Colley Stars. Balosar already in the playoff spot. Menmar Banjul in the playoff spot. Elite United also in the playoff spot, but of course they can be leapfrogged. This is why they will definitely work very hard this afternoon to secure maximum points. Modlamin Jata lifts it forward. That seems to be a push as judged by the central referee Moduba. Time is definitely running out as far as the force service is concerned, Kim Okanyi, but still both sides struggling to hit the back of the net, and still advantage Colley Stars in lifting the trophy. So is still down by a goal to nil against Ouagadougou at the Serekunda East Mini Stadium.
Yeah, it's a tight game for these two sides here, especially for the forward players. They are finding it very, very difficult now to get themselves any chance of scoring here as the game proceeds. But initially, as the at the initial part of the game, the forward players has some good opportunities that they can give their that they can give their teams the lead into the game. But they have failed to capitalize on such chances that they have created in the initial part of the game. But as for now, it is the game is growing tighter for them to get themselves any space where they will be breathing and then trying to capitalize on for them to be creating goal scoring opportunities for their sides. Then when games are playing like this, a very very tight one, it becomes very very difficult for forward players to get themselves what they want in the game. But what happens here, because one of the sides here will can create a very good opportunity here and then utilize that one into a goal. So if that had been the case, I believe the whole dynamic of the game will be changed here. I mean, a goal here, when we have a goal in this game, it can change the whole dynamic and also the whole pattern of the game here. But let's see which among these teams here will force break the deadlock here against their opponents. But as for now, it's becoming very, very difficult for forward players to create those goal scoring opportunities for themselves.
Thank you very much, Kemo Kanye. And we have already played 34 minutes in the fourth period. Unofficial as the central referee and his panel have the official timing. From the Box Bar Mini Stadium is still 0-0. Colley Stars 0, AJ Soccer 0. Carnifing is 0, Wagadu 1. Swokono Marimo is currently Swokono 1, Marimo 0. Sibanor against Myanmar, we will constantly monitor. Gambia Armed Forces Serekunda FC, we will monitor. North Star Balosar in Balosar has already booked a spot in the playoffs and now hoping to snatch a victory, whilst North Star will love to get maximum points at home in their final game to have any chance of negotiating a spot in the playoffs. The box bar, it is 0-0. Colley Stars 0, AJ Soccer 0, and who is going to win it remains to be seen. And currently things are definitely working well for Colley Stars, as a point and a defeat for Carnifing East. The side will lift the trophy with a superior goal difference. Now a chance, Bakari to chase, and Bakari trying to get that, and fantastic defending coming from Buba Jaju. Abubakar Sane seems to have lost his footing. Idris Sanjay lays it forward to Lamin Colley. The flag of the assistant referee stayed down, and it's a strike, and the supporters are anxiously waiting for the breakthrough. But currently the score is barren. Colley Stars still 0, AJ Soccer 0. And who is going to hit the back of the net for the first time this afternoon remains to be seen. And of course, every spectator and supporter must be under pressure as far as this game is concerned. The supporters of Colley Stars will love to get maximum points to snatch the trophy under the noses of Carnifing East, whilst AJ Soccer will love to either have a point or maximum to have confirmed their spot in the second division next season. Already they are in the final of the Men's FF Cup and will face Balosar in the final. Lamin Colley with a superb strike, but that was decently cancelled out by the defenders of AJ Soccer.
Sure, that was a very, very good opportunity for them to unlock the deadlock for AJ. Under the rescue of the defense line of AJ Shoka, they were able to put a block to that. But like I said earlier on, like AJ Shoka defensive wise, they are not very, very much solid in that. They always concede goals. But also, like stopping them from scoring is the big task. And now, Colley Stars have gotten the opportunity to score them for the third time. Yet to see any of that to count here. And Pafati, like looking at this second division league, over and over, Carnifing East were having opportunities to climb over Colley Stars, but they would also miss it due to losing or dropping points with a draw. So today too, they have the opportunity of winning and then being crowned the champions of this league. Already they are losing in the first early minutes of this game. So it will not be definitely a big surprise for me when Carnifing East happens to lose their game today and Colley Stars fly over them and then being crowned the champions here, because it has repeated itself over and over. And here looking at Colley Stars here, they might have a lot of opportunity of winning this game today here. And already AJ Soccer have been already pressed at the moment, and they will capitalize from that. If moments in these particular games, capitalize, use it anyhow that you can to score. If you make the opponent conceding in these final games of this, definitely you can use everything possible here. There is nothing left now behind if not this game. So here all coaches will be definitely prepared enough to use every striker here to score as best as they can at the early minutes of this game.
Thank you very much, Alasan. That was another glorious opportunity for Colley Stars to put that ball beyond the reach of the shot stopper. But that was, of course, on a weaker foot of Bakari Sanyang. He's the current leading goal scorer for the side, a joint top scorer alongside Bubakar Suso. Players, if my memory could serve me well. Bakari Sanyang for Colley Stars and Bubakar Suso as well. And Suso has been missing in their game, and the score is still 0-0. Things definitely going well for Colley Stars as far as winning the league is concerned, as Carnifing is real at the Serekunda East Mini Stadium. We will keep on monitoring and constantly monitor situations elsewhere, as we currently having 9 matches across 9 different venues in the country, and already Box Bar Mini Stadium yet to get us a goal. It has been a lively and entertaining showdown. In case you're just joining us, you are reminded that this is coming to you live from the Box Bar Mini Stadium, and it is Kimo Kanye, Alasan Bar, and Usman and the team. In case you're just joining us, the score is 0-0. Who is going to win it remains to be seen. And now time running out as far as the first half is concerned. Idris Anjai. Idrissa lifts it forward. This is Bakari Sanyang, and he has been penalized by the flag of the assistant referee for an offside. It is already entertaining and lively from the Box Bar Mini Stadium, and now Buba Jaju. Rewarded by central referee at time. Both sides as far as the first half is concerned. Mod Lamin Jata, the team captain to this AJ Soccer. And now Bakari Sanyang will drive forward for Colley Stars. Bakari dispossessed by Buba Jaju. The boys in white and blue will try to drive forward, but Ibu Jata has central through Colley Stars. Equally AJ Soccer, who is going to number Buba Jaju once more. Buba, who scored one of the goals in the 3-3 draw against North Star at the Soma Mini Stadium in their last outing. Now Sekou Jame, who has already scored 4 goals this season, and laying the ball forward. Sekou Jame driving forward around the edge of the 18, looking for support. This is Mane around the edge. This time Abubakar Sane. That was at some point on his weaker foot, and his effort sailed wide, and that's what AJ Soccer to at least hit something at the back of the net. But already the score is 0-0, and special thanks to all those currently monitoring this game live on LSTV1. Currently we're having some issues with our Facebook handle, and the game is only on our Facebook handle. You can definitely watch this game live on LSTV1 on our YouTube channel. We have already played 42 minutes KMO. Time definitely running out as far as this game is concerned, and of course if there is no goal in the first half, both sides will be walking back into the dressing room with a 0-0 scoreline, and that is of course going to be a great first half for Colley Stars, where Carnifing is currently down by a goal to 0 against Ouagadougou at the Serekunda East Mini Stadium.
Yeah, already in the 43rd minute here at the Brikama Box Bar Mini Stadium, it still remains 0-0 between the two. Both sides have failed to hit the back of the net, even though they have created enough goal scoring opportunities, or at least 1 or 2 fall to both sides here. But now none of the sides here was able to utilize any of those chances into a goal as of now. But the other game that is currently underway at the Serekunda East Mini Stadium, where Carnifing East, who is a fellow contender to Colley Stars into this year's GFF Main Division 2, also currently trailing there by a lone goal to 0 against Ouagadougou, who are at risk of relegation. So with a win for Ouagadougou as well at the Serekunda East Mini Stadium, they will be safe from relegation. So that is a very, very good result for Ouagadougou side. But nonetheless, in the other side, it's a bad result for the Carnifing East side. But for this particular game here, it is currently a very, very good result for the Colley Stars side. Knowing that when they drew this particular game, as the result is currently, if the result is currently to go by at the Carnifing at the Serekunda East, so obviously they will be crowned champions here the crown champions of this year's GFF main Division 2. So currently, it is also a very, very difficult game for these two sides here in Colley Stars and that of their opponents, AJ Soka, who are currently on a nil-nil scoreline. Already a hard-fought game between these two. Both sides have continued to prevent their backline, especially their goal line, from conceding the goal from their opponents. And then this still continues here, and now we are in the final minutes of this particular first half regulation time, plus any other additional time that is to be added here at the that is left at the discretion of the center referees and also his officials here. But currently, it has been a great game between these two College Stars and AJ Soka, and then a hard-fought affair between the two. While in at the Serekunda East, it is already 1-0 in favor of the Ouagadougou side, who are currently at the risk of relegation if they lost that particular game. So it still remains here nil-nil between the two, and then we are hoping that when they go to the dressing room, if they fail to, register any goal here before the final whistle is blown, I believe the halftime talk will bring us a different ball game into this particular into this particular contest here.
Thank you very much, Kimo Kanyi. It is still Ouagadougou 1, Canifing East 0. 2 minutes added on. Fantastic delivery over the crossbar. And Canifing is still trailed by a goal to nil at the Serekunda East Mini Stadium. Of course, in Kerjata, there is already a goal for the Faraba Base Club. And currently, Balosar 1, North Star 0 in Kerjata. At the Serekunda East Mini Stadium is Ouagadougou 1, Canifing East 0. From the Box Bar Mini Stadium in Brikama is Colley Stars 0, AJ Soccer 0. We will constantly monitor situations elsewhere to get you updates as they unfold. In the final and last dance in the 2025-26 GFF Men's Division 2. Who is going to win it remains to be seen. It is Sanjay lifting it forward for Matar Sise to chase. But Matar seems to be nowhere near the central defenders. And already we have seen 2 minutes of additional time. And 2 minutes, or under 2 minutes for AJ Soccer to score. Under 2 minutes for Colley Stars to hit the back of the net, or else he's going to be share of the sports.
Sure. In a few minutes' time, we will definitely go back to the locker room here. If they both have less than 2 minutes here to score or to defend, and already results for both the sides is definitely fantastic, as none of the sides has already conceded here a goal. They are all casing for victory here. It's better to go home with 1 point or than going home with none. So they won't all want it to end either in a draw results, or any of the sides would definitely want to surrender its 3 points here. But Colley Stars, at this stance, it's already in their favor. I think they should be very much cautious on how much they attack and how much they defend, than also how much they attack. Already elsewhere, Canifing is leading, and it's already party. The first half ends here, and we are yet to see a goal, and already, as it stands, these people will lead here.
Thank you very much, Alasan Aleon Kemokani. It is halftime, and halftime at the Box Bar Mini Stadium. Colley Stars 0, AJ Soccer 0. And we are off. We'll be back in the next 15.
Marimo, they are number 10.
Welcome back to the Box Bar Mini Stadium for the continuation of the live commentary in the second and final half. The last dance of the GFF Men's Division 2. Colley Stars against AJ Soccer at the Box Bar Mini Stadium. But before going deep into the commentary as far as the second half is concerned, we will solely have some quick updates as far as the first half or halftime scores are concerned. Carnifing East nil, Wagadu 1, Colley Stars nil, AJ Soccer nil, Suwokono 1, Marimo nil, Sibano United 1, Myanmar Banjul United nil, and of course Elite United nil, Aresta Linding 1, North Star nil, Balosar 1, Serekunda United Walidan we have to confirm. Kunjur United Uni Global will also look forward to getting those updates as far as the second and final half is concerned. And currently AJ Soccer playing from our right to left, while Colley starts kicking from our left to right. Of course the score is keenly contested, and both sides struggling to hit the back of the net. In the first 45 minutes and additional time from the Box Bar Mini Stadium, and they will now try their luck as far as the second half is concerned. And both sides are still maintaining the same starting 11. Colley Stars having Hassan Gomez in goal, Bamodu Jame and Sumana Baji, Musa Nyasi, Malik Sise, Ibu Jata, Yusufa Mane, Bakari Sanyang, Lamin Colley, Idris Anjay and Matar Sise completes the 11, and the team is under the guidance of Boya and Pate, whilst Musa E. Colley and Buba Sise on the technical area for AJ Soccer. Having Abdullah Job in goal, Ibrahim Kujabi, Buba Jaju, Suleiman Tamba Mod Lamin Jata, Suleiman Dukanda, Sekou Jami Abubakar Sane, Mohamed Conte, Suwaibu Kamara and Sirifo Mane completes the 11, and now Lamin Colley will drive it forward for Colley Stars, dressed in white and red. Lamin surrounded by a group of players, gets it down to Idris Anjay. Idris are still trying to drive forward, looking for penetration. Cross comes into the gloves of the goalkeeper Abdullah Job. And before that, there was a player down injured for AJ Soccer, and the medical team are already on the pitch. Both sides are currently picking it from where they left it in the first half, and still Colley Stars are on the advantage with the score remaining like this. 0-0 at the Box Bar Mini Stadium and 1-0 against Carnifing East. The side will definitely sail to the crown, Colley Stars I mean. But of course, a goal for Carnifing will definitely have a twist as far as the direction of the trophy is concerned, Kimo. But I believe both sides from the Box Bar Mini Stadium picked it from where they left it, being cautious and also trying to cancel its other defense in trying to get a breakthrough.
Yes, I believe the approach to the second half as well will not be that much very different from the approach that they employ in the first half. So knowing that for the first half was a barren ended at a barren scoreline, so coming into the second 45 minutes, they understand that we either have to do it in this particular 45 minutes or else leave it out. And I believe that of the College Stars side knows or understands or have already been informed of the result that that is currently taking place at the Serekunda East before coming into this second half fixture here. And then for the AJ Soccer side as well, they understand that they at least need a point here for them to be sure of their stay in this year's in the GFF Division 2 football. So this is a challenge for both sides, and then they both understand that they needed something out of this particular game. College Stars needed to win this particular game, or at least a point, with a result in at Serekunda is currently at their favor. So they will be crowned champions here at this year's GFF Male Division 2, while their opponents, AJ Soka, also needs a point here for them to be able to get themselves or maintain their position in this particular league.
Interesting score lines. Gunjur United 3, Uni Global nil. And we will definitely get you all the halftime scores. Carnifing is nil, Wagadu 1 at halftime. Abubakar Njai getting the only goal in the 14th minute. North Star nil, Balosar 1 at the Kerjata football field. Kemo BSC with the only goal. Sibanor United 1, Menmar Banjul United nil. Francis Gomez with a 14th minute strike. Suwokono Football Club 1, Marimo Park Food nil at the Soma Mini Stadium. Musa Sise getting the only goal in the 10th minute. Colley Stars nil, AJ Soccer nil at the box bar. Kunjur United 3, Uni Global nil. Sirifo Bojang, Mafuju Demba and Bubakar Bojang getting the 3 goals for the Gunjur base side. Gambia Armed Forces 1, Serekunda FC nil in Faraba. Abdullah Juf, the current leading goal scorer. Undoubtedly, he is going to be the leading goal scorer for the second division after bagging it last year in the top division. Serekunda United 1, Walida nil at the Bakau Mini Stadium. Omar Jallo with the only goal. Elite United trail 1-0 to RS Talinding in Basuri. Masane Jobate with the only goal. And currently from the Box Bar Mini Stadium is still 0-0. Interestingly, Kemo Gunjur United defeating Uni Global 3-0 at the Nyamina Mini Stadium. And of course, with this victory, Gunjur will automatically be safe from relegation.
Very well. That emphatic and current scoreline for Gunjur United will do a very good favor for them in trying to get their way out of the relegation zone. So they can win this particular game, because a 3-0 scoreline coming into the second half for the Uni Global side to come from behind and then being able to level the score is almost impossible there for them. So it is going to be, that is an interesting result for the Gunjur United side. They needed this particular game very well, knowing that they are currently on the relegation already on 30. This will give them 38 points, and then that 8 points there will give them a very, very good standing, will give them a better standing rather on this against their fellow contenders who are also moving away from the relegation zone. So but coming here, AJ Soka is currently still trying to making sure they continue to defend their back line, and then continues to making sure that they prevent the leaders currently in the second division, that is College Stars, from penetrating their back line. Currently, let's see what happens here in this particular game here. But College Stars understand that they needed a goal here, and then avoiding a defeat here in this particular game, as the result already in their favor at the Serekunda East Mini Stadium, where Carnifing East are currently training by a lone goal to nil. That is a header from the College Stars end. And if they are able to win this, and then the other result there is Stees or Carnifing able to drop 1 point there. I mean, College Stars will be crowned definitely champions of this year's JFF Main Division 2. So for them to be qualified to the second division is already been achieved. So the only thing that they are now looking for is to get themselves is to be crowned champions in this year's JFF Main Division 2. And then they are on the verge of doing that. So let's see what happens here, whether they can stay onto this particular lead here, and then eventually get their way and then be crowned champions of this year's GFF Male Division 2. So that is currently the fight here, and then we will continue to monitor other grounds as well, and then be able to inform you what are some of the things that are currently happening in various grounds that where the various ground that is currently hosting this the final days of this year's of the GFF Male Division 2 currently, pa.
Thank you very much, Kemo Kanyi. It is interesting here. And already Gunjur United is leading, Suwokono leading, Serekunda United leading, and Wagadu also leading. This is, of course, going to be interesting scoreline as far as the relegation battle is concerned. And on the top of the table, Carnifing East currently down, Colley Stars on a 0-0 scoreline. This is, of course, interesting on the top of the table. And, of course, in the battle for the playoffs, Balosar is already there. Menmar Banjul currently down against Sibanur United. North Star also down against Balosar. And, of course, RS Talinding is also winning by a goal to nil. Or is also leading by a goal to nil. This is definitely going to give us some interesting scorelines as the battle for the supremacy, the playoff spot, and of course battle for relegation is concerned. Malik Sise heading it down. The Yusuf Amane, who is one of the midfielders playing in the heart of the midfield, lifted forward for Bakari Sanyang to chase. And Bakari could not get to that as Buba Jaju allowed that ball to roll out for a goal kick. Entertaining and lively from the Boxbar Mini Stadium. Both sides picking it from where they left it in the first half. They are currently walking on a victory here. Colley Stars with maximum point or a point with a defeat for Carnifing East will still be crowned champions of 2025-26. And Musa Nyasi heading it down. Lamin Colley lost it. Now Mod Lamin Jata will drive forward for AJ Soccer, operating on the right side of the defense. Now checks back to the goalkeeper, Abdullah Chu. The tall and lanky shortstopper to Buba Jaju, the experienced central defender, who played key of his Nawetan football in the Brikama Summer Nawetan, represented Brikama in the zonals, and Yusuf Amane, that's a foul. And of course, at a promising position, Ibu Jata seems to be the likely candidate to deliver. He has been one of the reliable dead ball specialists for Colley Stars. He scored the only goal in the 1-1 draw against Unique Global from a fantastic or spectacular free kick to earn a point for Colley Stars. Ibu Jata behind the ball, and key of the players for Colley Stars behind the ball as well. And currently AJ Soccer having key of its players behind the ball equally in trying to see how they will be able to defend this. And now the shortstopper Abdullah Job is walking on a wall. Suleiman Dukanda has also moved around the other end. And Suleiman is operating in the heart of midfield. Modu Mani and Bubakar Fati are being lined up for substitution. Colley Stars hoping to wrap this up here at the Boxbar Mini Stadium in Brikama. Two experienced players to be injected. Bubakar Fati played in the top division for Wabanjul. And now with Colley Stars, Modu Mane also played in the top division for Marimo Park Food before leaving the country, before his return to the top division and to BST Galaxy before signing a permanent deal with Colley Stars this season. And now Modu Mane is coming on and will replace Idris Anjay, the loanee. And Bubakar Fati will also be injected and will replace the midfielder Yusuf Amane. Yusuf Amane off, Idris Anjay off, Modu Mane on, Bubakar Fati on for Colley Stars. Fresh legs on and tired legs off. And of course, Alassane, we are seeing two substitutions, and this seems to be interesting or great substitutions for Colley Stars as they look towards blustering the attack and also the midfield in search for the breakthrough.
Sure, definitely. It's a add up for study theme. Looking at the caliber of players they have just introduced, Modumane have been doing it absolutely well in that attacking midfield point area for Colley Stars over and over. And of course, introducing Babakar Fati too is also a great player who have been the regular starter for the side since the beginning of this, since he started playing with them. So it's definitely a great changes here and a great substitution here. But already on AJ Soka too have a lot of tasks, has a lot of responsibility ahead of them already. After getting to know that the teams under them are already losing, so they also need nothing not than scoring here or winning this game. That was a great effort from Mane at that spot. So looking at that, it's definitely a big tax for AJ also, because when they happen to lose this game, that might be a very big disaster for them, because that might even bring them to the relegation part. So here, Colley Stars wouldn't want to leave anything go in for just nil like that, and also AJ would definitely want to go home without winning this game, as per they understand what is the task ahead of them already here. So it's not going to be easy. It is definitely not going to be easy, and both teams definitely have a lot of ambitions towards this game here, and they have now less than 45 minutes to play to determine who will be definitely be the winner, or whether they are to say at this point here in this afternoon here. But so far, both teams have definitely played well, and then they are all both cautious on how well their responsibility is in defending too as well. Perfect.
Thank you very much, Alasan Ba, earlier on Kimo Kanyi. It is still nil-nil from the Box Bar Mini Stadium, and we have already reported some score lines, or the key of the score lines as far as the second division, the final games of the second division are concerned. Box Bar Mini Stadium anxiously waiting to see if Colley Stars could lift the 2025-26 GFF Men's Division 2 trophy. Oh, Carnifing East will lift it from the Serekunda East Mini Stadium. But as things stands, Colley Stars will of course be crowned champions as Carnifing East trail against Wagadu at the Serekunda East Mini Stadium, whilst Colley Stars is currently on a nil-nil scoreline against AJ Soccer at the Box Bar Mini Stadium. Bubakar Fati, who has just been introduced in the second half, will tussle against Abubakar Sane. Sane Abubakar to Suwaibu Kamara. Suwaibu dribble pass one, gets it to Modlamin Jata. Jata looking for support to Abubakar Sane. Abubakar Fati to Ansumana Baji. Ibu Jata receiving it in the heart of midfield. Colley Stars will start the play from their own half through Malik Sise to his defensive partner Musa Nyase. The former Fonyi zonal team captain and central defender lifts it forward to Bakari Sanyang. Bakari nots it down to Matar Sise, who is currently leading the line. That seems to be a struggle. It's a strike. Wasted opportunity. And claps coming from the background in appreciation of that left-footed drive from Modumane, who has been introduced in the second period just moments ago for Colley Stars Football Club. And Colley Stars would love this evening to be a memorable evening as far as their quest of reaching the top division is concerned. Already the team is already playing this top division next season alongside Carnifing East, and Balosara already in the playoff spots. Could they have the chance of playing in the top division now remains to be seen. What they will definitely do, they will definitely love to get that done. And already we have seen AJ Soccer also introducing fresh leg in the second period, and there is already a player injected. We will confirm the player shortly from the Box Bar Mini Stadium in Brikama. That is one of the substitutions made by head coach Musa Colley. And Musa and his side are still hoping. Now the chance for Colley Stars. Could this be a moment? Matar Sise. Fantastic defending from Ibrahim Kujabi. AJ Soccer has already introduced Lamin Bojang. Mohamed Lamin Bojang, number 10, has been injected. Delivery. And still Bakari Sanyang having the final touch. That seems to be a disappointing moment for the forward, who will definitely love to get a goal here to add it up to his goal scoring tally. But currently it has been a lively and entertaining one, but still without a goal or goals. Without a goal at the Box Bar. Colley Stars nil, AJ Soccer nil. The second round of fixtures. Colley Stars started the second round with a nail-biting goalless draw against Gunjur United before defeating Real de Banjul in the round of 32 of the Men's FF Cup. Drew 2-all against North Star. Picked a point against Gambia Armed Forces. Defeated Serekunda FC 2-1 at the late Osman Saho football field before picking the 2-1 victory over Balosar at the Dimfi Sports Complex in Faraba. Drew 1-all against Steve Biko before crashing out on post-match shootout. Matar Sise will now drive forward. The flag of the assistant referee stayed down. Matar to Idrissa. Fantastic header! What a hit and what a header! And that was a fantastic header coming from Modu Mane. And the stand back, Himo Kanye to the rescue of AJ Soccer. That was definitely very close. And that would have been the opener for Colley Stars. And of course, the header from Modu Mane was just denied by the goalpost.
Very well at the foot of the bar. That was a great build-up play from the College Stars end, and then the resulting header from Modu Mane, who is highly experienced, and then he understands where his position is, and then his header was just denied by the foot of the bar. Otherwise, they would have been leading here by a lone goal to nil. But I believe their introduction together with Bubakar Fati will do a very good job for the College Stars. For the College Stars team in this particular game here, already we have seen Modu Mane is highly experienced, and then his presence on the in the heart of the midfield for the College Stars will do a very good job for them in trying to making so they move forward, and then also trying to create themselves some very good goal scoring opportunities as the game proceeds here. But already, I mean, it is 0-0 between the two sides here, and the both sides are fighting very hard to get themselves uh, to the winning ways here, but as for now, it remains 0-0 between the two. And then recently, we have seen a scary moment from College Stars, and then Modumane's header, I mean, was against the foot of the bar, and then it could not go inside the back of the net, and then it remains 0-0 between these two sides here. But College Stars have improved on their game as since the commencement of the second half here, coming into this early part of this the proceedings here into the first 28th minute here. They have improved on their performance as we have seen them in the first half. So let's see whether they can find the back of the net before the final whistle will be blown here, and then the other results as well will do a very good analysis of this College Stars and here, whether they can be crowned champions here or are they going to be denied by the other results coming from the other grounds.
Thank you very much, Kemo Kanyi. And already a twist in Kerjata. North Star 1, Balosar 1. Half-time scores. Kanifing is nil, Wagadu 1. North Star 1, Balosar 1. Sibanor United 1, Myanmar Banjul United nil. Suwokono FC 1, Marimo Park Food nil. College Stars nil, AJ Soccer nil. Gunjur United 3, Unique Global nil. Armed Forces 1, Serekunda FC nil. Serekunda United 1, Walidan nil in Bakau, and Elite United nil, RS Talinding 1 is the current update. We will constantly monitor situations from the Box Bar Mini Stadium across all other venues that are currently hosting these live matches in the GFF Men's Division 2. In case you're just monitoring us, you are reminded that this is coming to you live from the Box Bar, and it is live on LSTV at the Cabin Parliament Party. Kemo Kanye, Alasan Bar. Behind camera operations is Osman and the team. Interesting scenes. College Stars anxiously waiting to lift the trophy at the Box Bar Mini Stadium. Kanifing Ace, who trailed by a goal to nil against Wagadu, also love to lift it at the Serekunda East Mini Stadium to cap up a fantastic season. And Mohamed Sanyang will be injected any moment from now. Another piece, an attacking option for head coach Boya Chiba. Suleiman Tamba to Sirifo Mane, Suleiman Dukanda to Suleiman Tamba this time around, getting it forward to Sekou Jame to chase. Musa Nyase allowing the ball to roll back to the short stopper Hassan Gomez, and Mohamed Sanyang will be introduced any moment from now. And who is he going to replace? We can't confirm that for now, but that seems to be Matar Cisse. And Mohamed Sanyang will definitely be injected, and probably Modu Mane will now lead the line, Lamin Colley, whilst Mohamed Sanyang will operate on the left. And of course, there is a lot of attacking options came Hokanji for College Stars. Now the introduction of Mohamed Sanyang will also add up the attacking options for head coach Boyas Ajiba on his side.
Yes, Sanyang is a very skillful player, and then he can create a lot of troubles to the AJ Soccer defense line here. So let's see what his speed and also his skill on the ball will add up to the College Stars forward here. But I believe it's a positive change, and then his movement and then his ball will also add a very good piece to the College Stars forward there in trying to make it so they continue to create goal scoring opportunities against their opponents here, and then eventually get themselves to the lead here. And I believe the presence of Mohammed in the far end will do a very positive move for them, and also a good job for them to be able to get themselves to the lead in this particular game part.
Thank you very much, Kemo Kanyi. Interesting and lively. College Stars to benefit from a corner. Key over players arriving. And this time it's a low one. Bubakar Fati. That seems handball. That's a handball against Bubakar Fati. Fantastic strike, but the ball ricochets off the opponent before landing on the hand of Bubakar Fati. And a set piece against Colley Stars. Working hard to get an opener here. Whilst Carnifing East will equally love to get an equalizer. With an equalizer at the Serekunda East Mini Stadium and with a draw at the Box Bar Mini Stadium, Carnifing East will still move back on top. Suleiman Tamba. Tamba Suleiman gets it to Sirifo Mane. Bubakar Fati arriving. It's getting more and more interesting. Suleiman Tamba to Buba Jaju. AJ Soka will start it through the goalkeeper Abdullah Job. Job Abdullah wasted no time. Malik Sisa heading it forward to the shortstopper Hassan Gomez. Claps coming from the background in appreciation of that fantastic job. And already 2 players warming, or 3 players still warming for Colley Stars. Head coach Boya Jiba will love to win this trophy. Equally, he has secured promotion to the top division alongside Carnifing East. And on the playoff spot, Balosar already there. Menmar Banjul currently down against Sibanor United. Could that give a moment to Sibanor to get to the playoff spot? Musa Nyasi. Could that give Sibanor United the chance of getting to the playoffs? Now remains to be seen. But Sibanor with a victory, the team will move to 50 points. Will move to 51 points, level on points with Menmar Banjul. And now Suleiman Tamba. The ball requisites of the play, and Bubakar Fati will solely keep it in play for Colley Stars. Bakari Sanyang to Ibu Jata. Malik to Musa Nyase. Musa to Ibu Jata. Ibu lays it on the far end. Claps coming from the faithful. He has been one of the standout players, Ibu Jata, for Colley Stars. Now Mohamed Sanyang. He was going to use his pace against his marker, but unfortunately the ball landed on his back before lodging off for a throw.
Sure, he's one of those fast players that they always want to use their pace against their opponent, and always you have already seen the substitution being introduced there by Boya. It's already changing the dynamics of this game. Earlier on in the first half, AJ Soka was getting more of the possession and of course getting more of chances, but things have now evolved in another way that Colley Stars are now possessing the ball, and of course they're also possessing the game when it comes to chance opportunity here, and that strike from Modumane was even so close to results to a goal, but the rescue of the standing bar was equal to it, and then it couldn't go in. But you would definitely see the introduction of that Modlamin, Mane, and Babakar Fati, and of course Sanyang is now being introduced, and Colley also being added there. It's definitely adding up the pressure or being a nightmare to the defense line of AJ Soka already. And this is what AJ always do. They will always love to control the possession of this game, and already you can see since that. Babukar Fati has been introduced. Even Babukar Sane, the Lingard, they call him. His possession on the ball, he have already depreciated because he has now getting that experienced player, that experienced midfield who is competing against in the midfield zone there, and his absence was definitely what was showing in that midfield line of Colley Stars, and now he's back in his position. He's already causing problems to AJ Soka. So AJ should not definitely want this game to end by a loss, because them losing this game can definitely cost them a lot, and now you can definitely see there is a lot of pressure already piled on them as it stands. There was a lot of pressure is already piled on him, and now the dynamic of the game is changing. So I don't know whether the substitution that Musa Colley would do would definitely bring his game into again possession one time.
Thank you very much, Alasan Ba and Malang Jambang to be introduced any moment for AJ Soka. He's also on loan from Fortune Football Club. And now AJ Neil, Colley Stars Neil, Mohamed Sanyang. Sanyang trying to unlock the defense. And Sumana Baji on the left side of the defense, Ibu Jata. And he has been a reliable starter for Colley Stars. Ibu Jata, a workaholic in the heart of midfield. And he has been giving standout performance in all the games he played. Hassan Gomez, Hassan, and Sumana Baji. And Sumana lifting it for Lamin Colley. And Lamin chesting it before central referee has already gone up for an offside. Entertaining and lively already. Malang Jambang is coming on. Is Sirifo Mane. Sirifo Mane scored one of the goals in the 3-3 draw against North Star in their last fixture at the Soma Mini Stadium. And Sirifo is now making way for Malang Jambang. Jambang Malang on, replacing Sirifo Mane. And the loanee from Fortune Football Club will have some minutes. Buba Jajo to Suleiman Tamba. Tamba has been doing a lot of work on the left side of the defense, trying to maneuver his way. And Malang having his first connection. Modu Mane to Lamin Colley. Musa E. Colley has been industrious in the technical area. Musa E. Colley has been industrious on the technical area. He seems to be under a lot of pressure because he wouldn't want to lose to Colley Stars, judging by the results elsewhere. Currently, Gunjur United on the driving seat. Suokono will still be on the driving seat. It's a strong header from Modu Mane, and the supporters of Colley Stars are currently under pressure. The side is currently under pressure. Okay, Mo, I think there is a lot of pressure here. Canifing East must be under pressure. Colley Stars under pressure. AJ Soccer, and of course all other teams that are currently battling it out for relegation must be under pressure now.
That's very well, Pa. I mean, but it's just like when you wanted a trophy, and then currently you are fighting against one of the teams who are also there. But this time, the relegation battle is also very, very tough because all the teams that are currently on the relegation zone, except for the Serekunda FC side, all of these sides here can make their way out if they are able to win. Marimo, if they are able to win, I mean, Gunjur, if they maintain that scoreline, then every other team that is currently on 37 here, Wagadu, Serekunda United, Suokono, Gunjur United, and Marimo are all at risk of getting themselves back to or at risk of relegation. So they will all be battling it out in trying to make it so they secure victories in their respective games that they are currently playing in. We have already seen Gunjur United is currently on the driving seat, winning in the first half by 3-0. So other results as well going well for the Suokono side, and then but other teams as well are also doing very well against their opponents, especially when you come to the playoff spots as well. It's a great fight as well in the playoff spot. There also you talk about Sibano United against that of the Myanmar Banjul, who are also doing Sibano United against Myanmar Banjul, who are also fighting against one another there. So I mean, it is an interesting affair in this JFF main division 2 side, especially in this final day. I mean, the top two are also battling out for a trophy. The playoff spot is not yet decided, and also the relegation, except for that of the Serekunda FC, is not our relegation teams rather, except for the Serekunda FC side, are not yet confirmed. So until the final results are out here. But so this is what is making this second division very, very interesting. The two teams that are fighting for the trophy are not yet confirmed, and also the teams that are currently at the playoff spots are also battling out against one another in trying to making so they make their way, except for that of the Balosar side, who are currently on the playoff spot, are safe there. But the rest, but you talk of Myanmar Banjul, United, North Star, and also that of the Sibano side are Arrestalini. In fact, both doing very well in trying to make it so that they secure that playoff spot. So the trophy is not decided. The playoff spots here are not decided except for that of the Balosar side, and then the relegation is also not decided as of now, except for that of the Serekunda FC side, who have already been relegated there.
And already it is Elite 1, Arresta Linding 1. Earlier on it is Arresta Linding 1, Elite United nil. And now it's Elite 1, Arresta Linding 1. And of course there's going to be a twist. Again, the playoff spot. But anyway, let's just wait and see. What is definitely going to be the outcome, we have to wait and see. And of course it's going to get more and more interesting from the Box Bar Mini Stadium and across every other venue. Buba Jaju is down. Buba Jaju is already down. Anything East would love to get an equalizer. If they get an equalizer and Colley Stars, without a goal, Canifing East will be crowned champions. And with a point for Colley Stars here, Canifing is down. Colley Stars will be crowned champions in Brikama. And in the playoff, Balosar is already there. And 2 other spots remaining. Menmar Banjul United Trail. Canifing East or Elite United currently 1-1 against Aresta Linding. North Star is currently on 1-1 against Balosar. Sibanor United earlier on leading 1-0 against Menmar Banjul United. Aresta leading 1-1. Gambia Armed Forces leading 1-0. Walidan Uni Global down 3-0 against Gunjur United. AJ Soccer 0-0 against Colley Stars. Wagadu 1-0 up against Canifing East. Serekunda United, Suokono enjoying the slender advantage. Gunjur United enjoying the superior advantage. Marimo Park Food also down, and Kunda FC already relegated. What's going to be the outcome remains to be seen. And Gunjur United with a win will love to move away from the relegation zone. And they will equally love Suokono, Serekunda United, Wagadu, and AJ Soccer to draw points, whilst AJ Soccer will equally love Wagadu, Serekunda United, Suokono, and Gunjur United to draw points. And that might not be a good news for head coach Musa Colley, as Buba Jaju has already been stretched off by the medical team at the box park.
Yes, he is one of the most senior players entirely when you look at both sides here, except for Modu Mane. And Buba Jaju has been playing in the first division football for a very long time now. And then in his Northern career, he has started playing football for a very long time. Then he is one of the experience that you need at the heart of your defense, especially in crucial encounters like this. So losing him at this time, I mean, any coach wouldn't want to welcome such a news. And then for the AJ Soccer side, they must now complete the rest of this the rest of this particular game here in his absence. But he's a very, very important figure in the heart of their defense. His experience add a very, very good quality to their defensive setup, and also the confidence that he will bring to the youngsters that he's playing with at the heart of the defense will also be a very, very good one. But his absence there as well will be a very, very, will be a very, very bad news for the AJ Soccer side here. But nonetheless, they have other players on the bench that the coach believes can equally or trying to make it so. They also put up a very, very good performance here against these sides here in absence of Buba.
Thank you very much, Kimu. The score at the Serekunda East Mini Stadium is still 1-0 to Wagadu. Wagadu 1, Canifing East 0. And at the Box Bar Mini Stadium, the score is still 0-0. Suleiman Dukanda Suleiman getting it forward. It's going to be a chase between Mohamed Lamin Bujang and Ansumana Baji. And substitution imminent. Substitution imminent. And already we have seen Buba Jaju being stretched off. And Buba has been introduced, or replaced already. And who has replaced Yusufa Fofana coming in his place. And Yusufa is currently going to partner Ibrahim Kujabi. Mohamed Sanyang. Tricky with a lot of pace. Cross comes in. And that seems to be too strong for Bakari Sanyang to connect. And Musa Colley furious at his defenders. He believed the goalkeeper should have done better. And the goalkeeper was only waiting for Bakari Sanyang to head that ball. Any moment from now, we're going to see another introduction. Omar Colley will be introduced. Not the team president, but this time a player for Colley Stars. Omar Colley to be injected. Now Malik Sise from Bubakar Fati. Colley Stars now around the center circle. Modu Mane. And that's a foul against Bubakar Fati as judged by central referee Modu Mane. Or Modu Ba. Modu Ba is the central referee, assisted by Syed Galan, Manjik Marong, and Jibusar, the fourth assistant referee. Referee assessor is Sidi Mane. Colley Stars will inject another fresh leg. Lamin Colley off, Omar Colley on. The two Colley brothers has replaced one another. Lamin Colley is off and being replaced by Omar Colley. More and more fresh legs being injected by Colley Stars and AJ Soccer. Now Malik Sise. Malik is a younger brother to Hassan Sise, the former Gambian international and forward. and Jambang was able to maneuver his way out. Fantastic dribbling skill from Malang Jambang. He was able to maneuver his way before he was brought down by the player. And Bamodu Jame penalized by the central referee. Time definitely running out for both sides. And elsewhere at the Serekunda East Mini Stadium, the league leaders, Carnifing East Trail 1-0 to Wagadu. At the Box Bar Mini Stadium is still goalless. Anyway, Alassane, it is definitely interesting scorelines across different regions.
Sure, definitely interesting in both areas here. All games are a lot of for them to remain in the second division league, while others are definitely fighting for them being crowned the champions. And of course, as it stands, earlier on before we come here, it was the league leaders that we are definitely already been the champions of this league. But as it stands right now, them been losing to Wagadu and AJ Soka drawing to Colley Stars. Colley Stars will definitely have to trail over them with goals difference. And of course, AJ Soka would also have a lot of tasks ahead of them. And indeed, they will definitely want to fight to efforts to remain in the second division league. And of course, how it stands right now, it's definitely a very much difficult task for both sides, and both areas would definitely want any of the other one that they are competing against to lose, and let them also grab the maximum 3 points here. But I wish all the best to both teams here, and nothing is here to be lost, and of course nothing is here to be miss as a chance here, as both teams here having a lot of tax. AJ Soccer already, the both teams under their feet are leading, and of course those ones leading might fly over them, and they will not definitely want to get that news from any angle of this day. And AJ Soccer, Colley Stars also getting to understand that them drawing here or winning this game would definitely lead them to being the champions of the second division league. They are already qualified to the first division league next season, and of course they will definitely want to go there with a victory of the trophy. They can go there and do amazingly, fantastically well. The champions of this year, first division league, were also a team that was promoted last year, and of course they come to the second division and first division and did absolutely well. So these two teams also can definitely go there. That is Carnifing is, and Colley Stars can also be promoted there and then do fantastically well. Football, as long as it gets to certain levels, you are all the same, and then you are all mates here. And that is why today you can see AJ Soccer competing in the top, competing at the bottom level, and of course Colley Stars competing at the top level of this league, are able to fight it until this, this tight, and until this time that there is no team that score here. Perfect.
Thank you very much. 85 minutes on the clock at the Box Bar, and 85 minutes on the clock at the Serekunda East Mini Stadium. Both ends battling it out, and central referee Moduba has awarded an advantage to AJ Soccer. Carnifing East 0, Wagadu 1. Colley Stars 0, AJ Soccer 0. And of course, time running out for both sides. If there is going to be a goal, it is going to be a late goal coming from either side. Who is going to get it remains to be seen. And as per the scores that we are currently saying, Suokono is currently leading 2-0 against Marimo Park Food. And undoubtedly, Marimo, if the score should remain like that, Marimo is going back to this third division. Alongside Serekunda FC, who has already been relegated. Abubakar Sane, fantastic turn. That seems too strong. Omar Colley has been wrestled and rewarded by central referee. Time running out for both sides. 86 minutes on the clock. Under 4 minutes of normal time, and what is expected to be added on before the central referee will end the proceedings. If the score remains like this, and a defeat for Carnifing East, Colley Stars are champions of the second division.
Yes, very well, Pa. I mean, Colley Stars here currently are on the verge of being celebrated as the league champions for this year's GFF main division 2, while their opponents here, AJ Soka, are also on the verge of making their way or achieving their stay in the league here. So it is already a difficult game here, or between these two sides here, in Colley Stars and that of their opponents for the day. That is the AJ Soccer side, who are currently giving a very tough time to the Colley Stars side in this particular game. It is one of the most interesting part. I mean, end of the season game for the second division football here. I mean, the winners are not confirmed. Those are making their way to the playoff spots are not confirmed, except one, Balosar, and those that are currently going to be relegated are not yet confirmed, except for that of the Serekunda FC side, who has already been relegated here. So it's a very tough end of the season for the second. Winners not confirmed. I mean, playoff spot not confirmed, and in fact the relegation is yet to be confirmed as of now. It's a tough end to the season. Honestly,
it's a tough one. Both ends enjoying it, and we have already played 87 minutes in the entire game. The score is still 0-0. We will check on the score at the Serekunda East Mini Stadium, as league leaders Carnifing East trailed by a 0 against Wagadu, and calling in for a handball, but central referee not interested. Of course, a busy technical area for Gafas. Abubakar Sane lifting it for Modlamin Bujang. Mohamed Lamin Bujang introducing the second half. AJ Soccer will now start it from their own half through Ibrahima Kujabi. Ibrahima looking for options. Any moment from now, central referee and his panel might have the chance of getting the additional minutes. How many of the minutes is going to be added on remains to be seen. Ibujata to Bamodu Jame. This is Modu Mane now. Modu Mane slip in the process. Now Tamba getting it to Suwaibu Kamara. Malang Jambang, who has been introduced in the second half. Suwaibu Kamara once more. Suwaibu looking for support to Ibrahima Kujabi, who chips it forward around the center. Now Mohamed Lamin Bujang controlling that ball decently. An opportunity. Is that a foul? Yes, given. That's a foul at a crucial position against Colley Stars, and AJ Soccer will have the chance. How many of the minutes going to be added? That seems to be 2 minutes of additional time. KMO time definitely running out. And as far as, is that 5? That seems to be 2 minutes of additional time. But let's just wait. 5 minutes of additional time. And 5 minutes will be added on. And 5 minutes for Colley Stars to either hold on or get the goal. And equally AJ Soccer to either hold on or get the goal. Let's just wait and see what's definitely going to be the outcome. 5 solid minutes will be added on, and Kemo Kanyi, it is getting more and more interesting. And we believe it's going to be more interesting in the additional minutes.
Just very well, in the additional minute here. That now it is 5 minutes left here for Colley Stars to maintain this particular scoreline, and then eventually being crowned as champions if the result in the Serekunda East Park still remains in their favor. So 5 minutes for their opponents as well, AJ Soccer, to actually trying to make it so they stay onto this particular result here, and then eventually confirming their stay in the division in the second division part.
Thank you very much. It's a set piece. Could this be a moment high and wide? High and wide. It is nerve-wracking moment. Nerve-wracking moment for the supporters of Colley Stars AJ Soccer. And we believe the same thing is happening to the supporters of Carnifing East at the Serekunda East Mini Stadium. They have to score or else they will lose it. That is, of course, Carnifing East. And Colley Stars, if they are able to maintain this score line, they will, of course, be crowned champions and champions of the men's Division 2. Modu Mane heading it forward to Omar Colley. Now the chance for Bakari Sanyang to drive forward. More and more players arriving. This time, that's a push and against AJ Soccer. On time running out for both sides. Carnifing East, this is 94 minutes. 94 minutes played. And already it is 1-0 against Carnifing. And we believe this might be 5 minutes of additional time. And any moment from now, the central referee might end it.
Interesting, and you can definitely see some other. You can definitely see some other sponsors already celebrating that they are going to be the crown champions of this men's second division league, while AJ Soccer would definitely want to celebrate it here that they are already from the relegation zone, and of course Colley Stars would be the champions of the second of the this year second division league. If only they can defend their life within this time remaining here, within these minutes remaining here. Colley Stars have only less than 5 minutes to defend their life to be called the crown champions of the GFF second division league, while AJ Soccer have only less than 5 minutes to defend their life not to relegate to the third division league. So both teams have definitely achieved, I can say, their goal. Colley Stars would definitely not want to concede any goal at this left minute of this game here, while AJ Soccer too would definitely not want anything like a goal here in this afternoon. As it stands already, they are already celebrating, and that can definitely tell you that the tactical formation that Colley Stars are using already is let us defend. Everybody who should be behind the ball, everybody should be at the back of the ball. So already AJ Soccer 2 is trying to control the play possession here. Let them not concede any goal. Let them not temporize this game here. So you can see from Musa, from the coaches, that let them all calm down, let them all let this game end in a 0-0 draw, as already they are all both safe here. Colley Stars will crown the champions of this men's second division league here, Pavadi, and of course AJ Soccer at the other side will also not relegate here. So it's a win for both these two sides here, because they are now all playing towards that.
Tactical formation and celebration has started at the Box Bar Mini Stadium, coming from the supporters of Colley Stars, as they are anxiously waiting for the final whistle. Every player of Colley Stars currently behind the ball in trying to protect this one goalless draw. And now AJ Soccer will also start the play from their own half. With this score line, AJ Soccer is also safe. AJ Soccer is also safe. With this score line, AJ Soccer is safe. Colley Stars will be crowned champions, and both ends are enjoying it. AJ Soccer are enjoying possession, and they are not in any hurry now. Suwaibu Kamara to Suleiman Dukanda in the heart, and they will of course possess the ball here. Is that the final whistle? And Colley Stars are champions and champions of the second division. And celebrations in style at the Box Bar Mini Stadium. Alas, and this is of course what Colley Stars were searching, and of course it has just ended at the Box Bar Mini Stadium, full time, and of course goalless.
Of course, this is a dream come true for both the two sides. Colley Stars have been crowned the champions of the men's second division league, while AJ Soccer are safe from relegation zone. This is a dream come true for both sides, Pavati. And of course, congratulations to Colley Stars, and of course, very good luck to them. So AJ Soccer from them not being relegated here, Pavati.
Ada pun film ni ba? Abaji bekan.
Abaji bekan. So you.
Ada pun le. Ala Facebook kan ada apa ala Facebook?
We want to see your face.
Jam round. Adu. Ila pongo la brightness man pare. Brightness ola baba. Silo. Reflection. Milo la video. Aske. Yo man. Okay. Mar mat la video. Dekara. yeah? Yeah, man. Buen taba. Umar, kai.
You're the big man.
Yes, thank you. Okay, Mata,